Hey all, time for an update. So when we last left, this is a weight loss surgery update specifically. I'm going to get to the weaving stuff. I actually have a project on the loom. I'll work on that and show you. I've been updating my Instagram for those who follow. Got a baby blanket on, it's nice and fuzzy. Anyway, back to the reason for my update. So, as you recall with my little rant video last, and I apologize, I was a little emotionally charged on that one, but received a call in October to go and see them in November. I thought that was odd because they told me a year, but hey, if they want to speed things up, I'm down. And so we've got, went in for an update, weigh in, was down 10 pounds. So doing well on my own, just little bits here and there. And then things started to speed up. So met with the nutritionist, I've spoken to a psychologist, I've spoken to my nurse now a couple of times. I've been in to see a physiotherapist a couple of times about my knees so that I can move more. And the only thing that they're concerned about is my blood pressure, which I've now been to my GP to get under control. It's kind of strange that all of a sudden, all this time, I've had no issues with blood pressure. And in the last year, it's to a point where they're concerned. And if they're concerned, I'm concerned, right? So here's where I am at this point. On November the 16th-ish, I'll have to check my calendar, it's really irrelevant. I signed the surgery papers. That is the legal consent for the Dr. Beausoleil here to do the surgery, and that I understood the complications. So that's where that is. At that point, they said probably 2 months before I get the call with a surgery date. Then I have to order my shakes and all of that, because you do depending on your body, 2 to 3 week shakes, and they have some bars to reduce the size of your liver so that it is safe for the doctor to go in and move stuff around. Then I'll be having surgery. Now, today's date is January the 14th. So we are now exactly 2 months from the time that they said. This is still a doctor's office, so I've got to be patient, which I'm working on. But the team there, actually, they've been absolutely amazing. Once the process actually started and they realized I was in the right headspace to do this, things moved along nicely. So that's where we are. I will update you as soon as I have a surgery date and I order those shakes. That's when I'm going to start doing regular videos on it. So things are going to get heating up in the next while. In the meantime, I'm doing my usual thing. I am watching what I eat, being healthy, moving as much as I can. Oh, interesting thing on there. I had been put on, because I've been having some weird breathing issues, and I was put on a disc inhaler, and it's for asthma and COPD. And I was wondering, after a while, my knees are hurting, my joints are sore. I'm not talking about it because I'm overweight, so joints are sore. It's just the way it is. There's certain things you just accept as an overweight person. And not just overweight. We all know I'm morbidly obese. Come on. Anyway, then I noticed that my voice, there's certain ranges in my voice were giving out, and I'm like, I'm inhaling a powder every day. It's got to go past the vocal cords. Let's do some research on this stuff. And sure enough, side effects of the medication I was on were loss of voice, joints hurting, and inability to, like, because it's a steroid, right, it's going to retain extra liquids, and I was having problems getting fluid to release from my ankles and yada yada yada. So I put myself off, took myself off it. I've told my doctor, he's aware, and he agreed, because the one thing that he can absolutely say is a common side effect is the loss of your voice. Well, I talk for a living. Can't do that. So I'm off, and I've been off for 3 weeks now. Strangely enough, not having the pain in my joints anymore. Not so much. I mean, there's the usual, you're obese, so you have stiffness in your joints, but not the pain when I go to stand up, or when I go to walk, or when I do anything. So that's better. I'm starting to get my vocal range back. That makes me happy. And my weight is starting to come back down again. So one of those things you got to keep an eye on when you've been put on a medication. Read the side effects, understand what you're taking, and if you have any questions, talk to your doctor. Anyway, I'll let you know what's going on next, and we'll see you soon.